hard time believing that anybody would not be impressed with what we've seen today. To be under the microscope that he's been under, and obviously he's been looking forward to this for a long time. Just so impressed with the way he's handled himself. I think it really also shows the kind of father that Tiger is, and that he's protected his son quite a bit from being in the limelight. Knows he's going to face, pressure in the game of golf because of who his father is, but to give him the green light and to do things the right way, as Noda's mentioned, he takes his hat off, he shakes hands. I mean, Tiger Woods had him playing blades up until a couple weeks ago, because I was joking with Tiger today on the practice range. I go, I got an idea for Charlie for a Christmas gift. He goes, what's that? I go, how about a hybrid? Because he's got a blade. He had a blade 3-iron in the bag up until a couple weeks ago, because it's a little bit easier to hit. The hybrid you can hit higher, but just let Charlie go to a set of clubs. It's maybe a little bit easier to hit a couple weeks ago, but I've been more than impressed by what he's done and the way he's handled himself.
And there's so much old school in Tiger in the way his dad, taught him the game. And it was a big deal to bring Charlie out in this limelight. Tiger, if anybody knows what it was going to be like, he knew there were going to be cameras out here and all over social media, but he felt that Charlie was ready to go. And the biggest thing was, notice that Charlie wanted to do this, and Tiger said, yep, now we're going, because he wants to do it. It's the right time.
Yeah, he just wanted so much to stand alongside his dad and get out here and play some golf.
Thomas is going first.
Yeah, at first glance I thought the Woods were just out, but I guess JT and Mike have decided to take a run at this. Coming from about hole high, ball's going to just try and drift a tiny bit to their right. This is a very slow putt.
Speaking of that father-son relationship and the dynamic with Mike and his son Justin, Mike said that he was hard on himself when he was a competitor playing the game, just as his dad Paul, he said, had been on himself. He said Mike spent a lot of time making sure that Justin wasn't that way, although by nature, good players tend to be pretty hard on himself. But he said he wanted to see Justin appreciate those moments where things went well and really kind of soak it all in. And he's done a marvelous job, he and his wife Janny, with raising this guy. You talk about a popular player out here, not just for the way he plays the game, but Justin Thomas does it all right. He just knows the whole package, and I can't help but think that that comes so much from being the son of a PGA professional, knowing how to conduct yourself out here, play well, play hard, but be a gentleman out here, and he's all of that.
Yeah, he certainly is. Handles himself well on and off the golf course and seems very grounded.
All right, one last bit of magic here from young Charlie.
Gonna have to give this one a good whack from.
He gave it a whack.
Going back up the hill, so it's a little slower putt from the back part of the green. Nice try.
Well, Dad, who's made a few eagles in his day, including eagles that have landed at the 18th hole, eagles that have landed in so many different spots around the world. Maybe he's got one more little lesson for Charlie.
Yeah, could really use something big to finish this round off.
No eagles at 18 today, by the way.
Just pulled all the way.
Really knew he could be pretty bold with it, with Charlie up there tight. So they're going to end with a birdie. Boy, were they on a roll early coming out of the gates. Justin, Tiger, and Charlie 8 under on the opening 9. Only other team that matched that start were the Kuchers, who sit on top of the leaderboard at 14 under, and then Charlie and Tiger kind of cooled off in the early part of the front 9 and had that bogey at 15, which hurt, but finishing with birdies at 16 and another one here at 18. So you saw a little bit of everything from Charlie and his dad today, and it was a huge success by all accounts. And a little tap in for the Thomases there as well. Birdie finish for them. Well, a scene unlike any we have ever seen here at this PNC Championship. The hype and all the buildup for Tiger and Charlie's first appearance here, along with the Thomases as well. And you don't ever want to overhype it or, you know, get ahead of yourselves, the young 11-year-old like Charlie Woods. But he was so impressive today. Playing on national television with Tiger Woods.
What more could you ask for?
That right there, a lot of pressure, but the 11-year-old handled it all so well. Stay with us here. We've got some highlights to show you from this opening round, where the Woods are in at 10 under, 4 back of the leaders after day 1. Cam and Matt Kuchar. Kuchar's played with his father in this tournament. Can he possibly win for the first time